What's good, folks? We back. And today, we're gonna be talking about 5 animes that really push the boundaries, really make you question how far they could go. What I mean by that is, after you're done watching the episode, you're gonna ask, what the did I just watch? And how did they get away with saying some of this stuff? And first off, let me start off with the reason I made this video. So I was relaxing, and then eventually the Boondocks came on. And I was like, you know what? This show, it really does push the boundaries and say some wild. And I decided, what other anime is like this? Now, before you get into the comments talking about Boondocks, you talking about Boondocks? It's not even an anime. I know it's Western animated because it's not made in Japan, but still, it look like anime. I'll just call it American anime. Not only is Boondocks not afraid to attack racism, it'll also attack politics and just stuff in general, and R. Kelly too. And listen, they got some extremely memorable characters too. And it might be crazy to say this, but I actually learned something from Boondocks. And crazily enough, it was from Uncle Ruckus. Now, first of all, if you don't know what Uncle Ruckus is this man with one eyeball or two eyeballs? I don't even know. Is he? You know, we don't know about Uncle Ruckus. But the thing that I learned about early in Boondocks is actually Revenilago. When I was little, I actually knew about Revenilago because I watched a little bit of Boondocks. So, hey, that's not the only thing Uncle Ruckus will teach you. Uncle Ruckus teach you about what? I don't know why you clicked on this video. This old younger monkey here don't know what he talking about. Look at him, big ass nose. Look at him. Ask him why I got the do-rag on. He ain't even got no hair under that damn nail. But the thing that really stick out to me is how memorable it is and how awesome all the characters are. And listen, for Boondocks, we can't forget about iconic characters like the Booty Warrior. Now listen, we could do this the easy way or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours. And honestly, I love it. It holds a special place in the childhood memory. But after watching this, I really wanted to find out more. So I went on a little journey to find more animes that's kind of like it. And I gotta say, we got some heat. So our next anime we talking about is Stocking with Gator Belt. Now, when I first saw this, I didn't know what to expect. And honestly, a lot of people do compare it to Powerpuff Girls, just a whole lot crazier. And I do see it with a little bit of Gur in the back. If you know Invader Zim, the dog, it remind me of Gur. And let me tell you, this one, it is wild. It's basically like one Powerpuff Girl grows up and she becomes addicted to sweet, I can't even say that. She becomes addicted to desserts. And the other one, she's addicted to men. So yeah, you can already see right there, it is a crazy plot. And I gotta say, listen, it'll drop 4 F-bombs in a row just because it can. To give you some context of what some of these episodes consist of. So basically, the world runs out of toilet paper, and this guy, who's kind of like the sensei of Penny and Stocking, his head get bigger and bigger by the minute because he ain't got no toilet paper. And then eventually it explodes and white splooge come out. I don't know what that was. Maybe it was earwax. If you don't get the joke, maybe you shouldn't be watching this video. But I will say, it got some wild concepts like that. And after that, they were fighting babies. And I gotta say, it's wild, it's chaotic, but I love it. I will say, it's a very wild show. Now, this list definitely wouldn't be right if I didn't include ghost stories. Listen, ghost story is what happened when you give someone creative freedom to make something beautiful, impeccable, and say whatever the hell they want. Because that's exactly what the voice actors did here. Because they had the freedom to change it up a lot, and they changed it into a masterpiece. Listen, a dub definitely over sub in this case. Because ghost stories, it really made me like, what did they just say? And listen, you rarely encounter something that really puts the boundaries like that, especially for the time period. Because listen, this was up in 2004. This when you couldn't say shit on TV, you couldn't say anything. And the fact that they really said all this and did all this, it was game breaking, game changing almost. And I gotta make the list. And it feels like one of the pioneers for some animes pushing the boundaries like this. I honestly love it, and the way that they made the story so much better. It's just like, this is what we need, man. This is what we need. We need people to get way more creative freedom so they can make masterpieces like this. And listen, this show is also not afraid to break the fourth wall. And that's another big thing that a lot of other animes don't do. And it's really outlandish. They'll say something on here that you would not expect from a show that look like this. Now the next one I want to talk about is XL Saga. Now XL Saga, I can't lie, the pacing on here is fast. Listen, the lady, she talk fast, And I honestly didn't expect this to be like this at all. Cause when you look at it, you probably thinking it's gonna be like a Sailor Moon type of vibe. I ain't even watched Sailor Moon, I just said that. But you don't think it's gonna be what it is. And basically this girl, she runs out to school, she get hit by a bus, and she comes back. And at the minute she comes back, she won't stop yapping. And she gets boomed on multiple times in the first episode. So I mean, they put out the RPG, they put out everything. Greatest way that I could describe XL Saga is this girl, she's on some and she got some mad ADHD. Listen, she can't sit still, she always yapping. It honestly goes a million miles per hour. It is enjoyable though, but if you watch too much, I promise you're gonna get a headache. Now listen, this is one of the only animes that made me start talking to it. Now when I say that, when I was watching, I was like, God damn, sit your ass down somewhere. God damn, cause it's really spontaneous just because of how fast paced it is. It's a whole lot different than any other thing I talk about, but it is outlandish in its own way. And listen, this man right here, Pedro. Hey, Pedro, he a real one, man. He a real one. Listen, a lot of stuff happened with Pedro, but we rock with Pedro. And XL Saga is one of them ones that I never heard of before, but it is very outlandish. Alright, so last on the list, Gintama. Now Gintama, when I watched it, I was like, is this really outlandish? And honestly, it's kind of the opposite of XL Saga. By that, I mean, it's slow. Like, it's not slow to where it's boring, don't get me wrong, it's entertaining the whole time, but the absolute craziest things, they get said at a slower pace. Gintama, it honestly feel like it moves at a really good pace just because you can keep up with the story. Because listen, there's a lot of episodes, so there's a lot of stories to keep up with. And to give you a little gist of some of the outlandish things that happen on here, listen, there's this one character, this girl, she's a bit of a masochist. And listen, whenever you start to ignore or do something to her, like just talk about her, she starts to get to smelling fishy. And they be saying that. Now listen, those is probably the 5 best outlandish animes that I ever seen. But let me tell you though, I scrolled through a bunch of stuff to try to make this video. Listen, I watched some absolute garbage. I mean some absolute dookie. Like, oh my god, I watched some terrible shows. I would mention them, but I don't want to subject y'all to watching them, so I probably will make a video on the worst anime of all time, and y'all definitely gonna see some of them animes on there. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to. And oh man, we gotta do the singing part again. Last time almost died trying to sing, but here we go again. Hey, if you want, hey, check out this video right here. It's about, I don't know, read the title, that's what it's about. But here we go. It's Austilo. Hit the subscribe and leave a like. Don't subscribe to this black ass. He only posts 2 times a week, Friday and Sunday. What the heck? Tell this black ass to do more for your damn subscription.